The Flickinger Center started as an old movie house called the Sierra Theater back in the 1950s. And through the years, a lady called Margaret Flickinger donated the building to the city of Alamogordo.
The Flickinger Center is the cultural center of Alamogordo. 50 years ago, a group of people called Alamogordo Music Theater got together to do musical productions, and they performed in school auditoriums and churches, and they were looking for a place to do their permanent performances. Another group called the Community Concerts had the same problem. They were unable to have a center for performance, and they performed in churches. So these two groups got together and had the vision of creating a cultural performing arts center. And that's how the dream began. We have about 30,000 patrons that come through the door for performances, and over 6,000 children perform here every year. So through the years, people have not realized that the theater does not work on just ticket sales alone, and so the community has to support the theater through their donations, and those donations are tax deductible. We are a 501c3, and we need donations in order to keep the doors open.
The Flickinger Guild is a support organization founded because the need for a steady stream of volunteers at the Flickinger Center was very obvious. There's currently an active membership of about 80 volunteers, both men and women, people of more mature ages, but all ages. Without the Guild, there would be no shows. The Guild mans the box office, they take tickets, they hand out programs, they serve as ushers, and last but not least, they man the concession stand. The Flickinger Center could not possibly afford to open its doors without all of the volunteer support that the Guild offers. The Guild has one annual fundraiser a year, and it's called the Turquoise and Silver Tea. It's a big, major production, if you will, that we sponsor. It's held at the local Civic Center. It's a combination style show, entertainment, and refreshments. We sell tickets to that event, and we raise upwards of $6,000 to $7,000 annually doing that.
Everybody can participate in a place like the Flickinger, because it doesn't matter what your creativity is, whether it's singing and dancing and ballet or the painting. We need you here. We have so many phenomenal artists, so it all fits together. So no matter what you do and what you love, this is the place to come. I've been involved with the Flickinger for 29 years now. I'm one of the chickie babies.
We bring a lot of world-class acts into the Flickinger Center. Now, a lot of times, not only do we pay for general performance, but we also try to add in a school show as well. Now, we do this because it enriches the children's lives, and due to school funding cuts, they don't always have the opportunity to do this. There are studies that show there's a direct correlation between sustained learning in music and the arts and higher achievement in both math and reading. We have to pay the performers an additional $1,000, $1,500, even sometimes more to bring these in. And that doesn't even include the additional cost of lodging and food and even the buses. The schools don't pay for the buses to bring them in. The Flickinger Center has to pay for that out of pocket. Now, we do charge the children a nominal $2 per head, but even if we fill in the Flickinger, that doesn't always add up. Now, some of the difference is made up with scholarships or donations or even sponsorships, but we need you, the community, with your donations to help fund the rest.
The Flickinger Center is important because it gives people a creative outlet. They get to come to the theater and experience the arts and live music and performances. And being involved in the arts and the theater really helped get me through high school. We're also considering offering a mentorship program where kids can come into the Flickinger Center and learn lighting and sound. We're really hoping to get the schools involved in this. Another great thing about the Flickinger is that when the professional ballet companies come in, and they not only do the shows and the school shows, but they also offer classes for local dancers, mostly the kids. And the kids come in and they learn from the professional dancers, but then the company also offers these kids a chance to perform on stage with them. So these kids get to perform in a professional ballet. And where do you get that chance? If anyone in the community has any sort of a craft or a skill or a talent that they would like to donate in kind and receive tax credit, we would more than appreciate it. So please come on down to the theater and help us out.
The Flickinger Center is a community theater. It's not an exclusive club. Anyone can come in and rent it. We want to keep the whole community involved in the programs here at the Flickinger Center. Children, adults, seniors, everyone. We want to bring in shows that you, the community, want to see.
The children have a place to come to know that they can go on and see this magic on the stage here and know that they too can do the same thing. But most of the areas in the state do not have music programs at all, even choirs or performing arts and plays. They don't do those things anymore, so this is why the Flickinger will give them hope.
What I see in the faces of kids whenever they come to the theater is excitement. They get out of the classroom, they get to see professionally executed shows that otherwise they would never be able to see. This is the only place where people can see that kind of stuff. And a lot of times we'll take school shows to the schools themselves, and it's an amazing experience for those of us who do the technical part of it and communicate with the children. This is an experience that's just unbelievable to bring this kind of stuff directly to the kids in a location that they're comfortable in. During this era of budget cuts, usually it's the arts that are cut first. The Flickinger picks up the mantle and helps the schools continue outstanding arts education, and we strive to help the arts any way that we can in the community. It takes a lot of tender, loving care to keep a theater operational. We're always working on the infrastructure here. We're always trying to patch it up when it breaks and improve everything whenever we can. We have a project going on that I'm real excited about, which is the Adopt a Seat program. Eventually, we will be able to replace all of the seats in the theater and also replace the carpet and add lights for the aisles. It is the community's theater. The community helps us, and we'd like to think that we help the community. We're open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and sometimes we're open more than that when we have shows on weekends. If you would like to help the theater, if you'd like to volunteer, please give us a call. We rely on volunteers. Without them, the overhead would just be too high. Please visit our website, flickingercenter.com. You can buy tickets, you can find out about upcoming events. You can also follow us on Facebook. And for those still in the analog domain, please give us a call. And we also really enjoy having people come in to visit us. We appreciate all of our donors, everybody who has helped us in the past, and we ask you to continue to do that. You can see how we've improved over the years, and we'd like to continue to do that so we can continue to bring the best entertainment to the community of Alamogordo.